Part 3.
Ringtone volume.
They're supposed to give him the 14-day trial
button. Double tap to
at the
activate.
school. And 30-day trial. And they expanded it more. So he had to miss our Christmas party. That sucked. And then January, Colton came back. It was a surprise, and we got to reunite again. Me and him had some stuff going on, so he wrote my mom a message. It took me a while to finally, tell her. They ended up working things out later in the year. And then he came over for like my 19th birthday. He got me a bird poster. I still have that bird picture frame. I hadn't even had the courage to hang it up ever since we stopped talking last year. I ran into a memory of this year on my phone on September 7th of me and Colton on my 19th birthday. I ran into the one where he got me that poster. And then all the other stuff. Last time I seen him was October 27th. That was the day that it was his birthday party. I attended it. We hung out. Had cake and stuff. That would be the last time that I ever saw him. Until things straighten out. When? I don't know. So a little bit about Colton. He's visually impaired. He does have epilepsy, but it's not as bad as it was 3 years ago, which is good. He's got it all in control. He's allergic to tree nuts. The only one that I know of is hazelnut. One story that he told me, though, was when he was at his aunt. We'll call her Christina. When he was at his Aunt Christina's house, that's what we'll call her. They made peanut butter cookies and all, and everything was fine for a little while. And he got an allergic reaction to it. He had to spend his Christmas Eve and Christmas Day at the hospital. And that was when, now I was confirmed, he was 9 years old when that happened. That was years before he met me. I told him ever since that, every Christmas I just have that feeling of something happening on Christmas. Like him. I have that feeling of someone having a allergic reaction to something, or just, it's crazy. I can't get that thing out of my mind of him now on Christmas. I can't imagine if anybody had to spend their Christmas in the hospital. It's sad. He told me about his first time when he had a seizure on his first day of school in 6th grade. He couldn't go to school that day. His dog sergeant was looking after him until he went into the other room to kind of alert his mom, and all that went on. And that's another thing. His German Shepherd sergeant passed away in June of, I believe it was 2019. That was tough for both me and Colton because I got attached to that dog and I've only seen him a few times, which was sad. He was a good dog. Everybody in the household was wonderful, I'll tell you. When I met Colton's family, it was like open arms, you know, they let everybody in, they like didn't care. And I always thought me and the sister would really turn out good, like especially as best friends, because me and her are like the same age. I've only met his brother Tyler, I think maybe twice. I don't know. I might have like heard him in the house. I just like the first time, but I may have not seen him. But I know I officially met him. Last year. He was there last year. No, and then I think I seen him back in 2018. October 7th will forever be the hardest month. Especially in 2018 because I hung out at this house. For those of you who are via to the link and not publicized videos, you should be able to see our 2018 3-year anniversary stream. This year would have been 5 years, but since we had a lot of difficulties with some stuff, I don't want to explain. And Colton, if you do decide to react, please do not disclose anything either. If I'm not exposing anything, I don't want to either. But I will forever cherish every memory that we did have, and of course, if we ever come across any more, it's, I feel that we had a lot of good memories because, like, he finally was there for me. We went to homecoming. He was there for me when I had the eye surgeries. He was, so up to date with everything. When I first found out he was diagnosed with depression, that was November 25th of 2016. It was the hardest evening I've ever had to deal with. Now I know how to deal with depression, but that very first time I've ever heard of someone having depression, it was sad. By the time that happened, I know Colton was struggling, not being able to see me. And December was kind of crazy. March of 2017 was when I got a phone call one day from his best friend, Michael Kern. Or should I say the great Mr. M, we'll just say for his YouTube channel name. He's like, Dove, you need to call Colton, like, he's really missing you. And at the time we had stopped over some stupid reasons as well. I don't know why our families got in the way of the situation that we were dealing with. He ended up in the hospital because him and another friend got into a fight. And this friend had said something about, you only use girls, blah, blah, blah. And I guess Colton was like, what did you just say? And then I guess like he like had it out with them and like, yeah, it was not great. So that happened and that got him not busted, but him to where he should not been. So
0, 10, and 26 seconds.
I mean, overall,
Secure Wi-Fi is running in the background.
I'll tell you that
Double
Colton
tap
is
to
such a
activate.
sweetheart.
Double tap and hold to long
He's
press.
such a good kid and kind and generous and smart, and if you get to know him, you'll know that, you know, he was a loving and caring person. He's really good at science. He aced me for my failed final class back in, I think I was in 7th grade. And I failed part 1 of a science final. And my one teacher gave me another chance to pull it. Thanks to Colton, he made me pass. I passed all of my finals because of him. He's such a smart guy. Nobody else that he would have been with would have never told him that. Every other girl that he was with would have never probably told him that he was such a smart kid. I mean, not really a kid no more, but you know what I mean. You know? Yeah, he might have had his bad days with me, and we had arguments, and we didn't turn out okay, but hey, we did have a lot of good memories up until some major things happened. Just his family and my family don't get along. That's all I'm gonna say. But overall, yeah. I think I covered most of it.
0, 12, and 20. Stop.